Hello, good day everyone, and welcome again on another one of our recorded Let's Play session of Armored Core 6. So for now, we're just gonna go for custom matches for our for our play on Armored Core 6. And by the way, this is Operator 214 speaking. And if you kind of like my video, please don't forget to like and subscribe and click on that bell button. It will really help me a lot when it comes to the YouTube algorithm. So there we go. Let's start, and yeah, let's begin on our recorded Let's Play. Let's just go take a look if there is any. Okay, let me take a look at this one. Maybe they could change their policy or something. Maybe. But if they're just putting up that. Oh, okay, right, nice. At least they kind of changed their policy in that only terminal armor is allowed. Kind of hated that. That's kind of more like a dildo policy. So at least they could change it with this one. It doesn't say anyway if yeah, it doesn't say clearly if you know. Okay, let's just wait. I guess that's okay because yeah, these matches do take a while because given up the number of how was this? Myanmar's brain drain. Young people seek a better life. Yeah, because there's a civil war in Myanmar. We're not. Oh, okay, right. My mistake. That's my creator studio. Okay, let's just go and check out our feeds right now in playing Armored Core. Well, there's one guy here playing Armored Core, but I'm not sure if this is Steen. He's the green guy. Okay. Well,
いっぱいにチョコが広がるのはあんまり好きじゃない。わがまま。口の中のチョコは最小限にしたいけど、
right.
チョコは味わいたいな。
Oh, well, I'm just gonna chill out here while we wait.
小沢さん、シータさん、シアンさん、壁眼、片目族さん。いらっしゃい来てくれてありがとう。ちょっとね、チョコをね、いただきましたが、今日は晩ご飯を食べていないので、なぜかというと、なんかちょっと胃の調子が悪くて。
Actually, 5-minute match is kind of small. I probably prefer an endurance match like this one, like 10 minutes or something.
なんだろう。でもすごい痛いとかではないんだよ。ただちょっとなんかご飯食べたくない。
Okay, at least we got a new guy, Sprinkle, but he kind of left.
前回までのあらすじ。私とじゃない、オルターによってルビックに投下された
let's just wait.
私こと621は過去銀髪赤目美少女の幼女はネイブルっていう
Oh crap.
傭兵のデータを
Yeah, my Steam Deck is already
なりすましてそのガバガバ
Okay, I guess he's spending a lot of time with that thing. Oh, what's this guy doing? Well, he's already on matches on this one, but I don't think I think this is a group kind of match or
1600って確かアサルトアーマーがギリ耐えられるレベルじゃなかったかな。
right.
さてお相手は
Okay, a single match.
LRA、LRB のペラメザーの6連ミサイルとなんかLR か火力がえぐいからあんまりだな。
Okay, let's just wait. I guess they're trying this as well. Okay, what is this guy doing? It's kind of shame that yeah, they're kind of a ranked match and they kind of have, yeah, probably yeah, probably just spend my time, I guess, on the team rank. Maybe we could find something here, maybe. But for now, I'm just gonna enjoy myself watching this. Top 10 difference between Expanse TV show and the book. Right, this is kind of interesting. I want to see this one myself.
Chupa Chups, forever fun.
I've been waiting for this moment for a long time.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 differences between the Expanse book and the TV show.
Would you like me to tell you the real story?
For this list, we're looking at the changes between the on-screen adaptation and the James S.A. Corey novels. If you aren't caught up on the series, beware of spoilers ahead. Is there a difference you picked up on that we haven't mentioned? Drop us a comment below and let us know what else has changed. Number 10, change in tone.
Right.
While the cheeky dialogue and laid-back passages of the Corey novels can make them feel relatively easygoing and breezy, the TV show is noticeably darker. You only have to look at the Season 5 finale Nemesis games to see just how intense the show can get.
Alright.
The action gets dark, heavy, and creepy in a way that the novels never were. But showrunner Narain Shankar's choice to take darker turns makes the story feel weightier. And by changing the tone, readers might be surprised at where the series will go next.
You wait until you see our next one, Lieutenant. The skies will be crying just to please us.
We applaud Shankar for leading this bold change in the story's tone. Number 9, Avasarala's introduction.
You have to go? Yes, I do. I'm sorry. There's someone you need to talk to.
Christian Avasarala is one of the show's most iconic and well-loved characters. So it might surprise big fans of the TV version to learn that she's not at the beginning of the book. She's actually introduced in the second novel, Caliban's War.
Oh, okay. Caliban's War.
If Mars throws us both in prison, that's an improvement.
On screen, she's portrayed by Shoei Agdashlu from the very first episode. The change allowed audiences to grow to love Avasarala's legendary abrasive ways right from the start.
I'm sorry to gravity hurts, but it's appropriate. Wish to hurt Earth. The Earth that is now crushing your weak, bitter lungs.
It also allowed for ideas from Caliban's War to be incorporated within the first season of the show, like the Earth politics storyline. Overall, bringing Avasarala in early was a great move. Number 8, Elvie's crush on Holden.
Good you both here.
Okay.
I have bad news.
Dr. Elvie Okoye is a pretty similar character in both book and TV form. But there's one key difference between the two representations. In the Cibola Byrne novel, she's shown to have a crush on Rocinante Captain James Holden. But in the corresponding episodes of the TV show, this is nowhere to be seen.
I think you knew this was going to happen. And you know more than you're telling me.
Many fans feel like this was an acceptable plotline to have dropped. The crush in the novel is unreciprocated, goes nowhere, and ultimately made little impact on the plot. Cutting this in the adaptation process made complete sense.
Are you kidding? First scientist ever to study a whole new biome. We're making history.
Number 7, Avasarala's swearing.
How are you feeling?
I hate Sphinx.
In the books, Avasarala is beloved for her infamous potty mouth. But in the first season of the show, her language wasn't nearly as foul as lovers of the novels would have been expecting.
Have I given you my impression enough?
The main reason she cut back on the profanity was their network. During Season 1,
okay.
Sci-Fi's rules limited the amount of harsh language that could be dropped. As a result, Avasarala feels a little more restrained in Season 1. Fortunately,
okay.
Sci-Fi relaxed their regulations ahead of Season 2. This allowed Avasarala to swear as much as she wanted again. She just isn't.
Okay, that was interesting.
The action gets dark, heavy, and creepy in a way that the novels never were. But showrunner Narain Shankar's choice to take darker turns makes the story feel weightier. And by changing the tone, readers might be surprised at where the series will go next.
You waited till you see our next one, Lieutenant. The skies will be crying just to please us.
We applaud Shankar for leading this bold change in the story's tone.
Yeah.
Number 9, Avasarala's introduction.
You have to go?
Wait, they kind of just went. Oh, okay, cracked. What the hell just happened? That it just kind of went on a circle. Maybe it's the buttons that I press. Okay, just give me a second here. Okay, we got Armor Core 6, but yeah, even they themselves can't find a match on the arena, so they gotta settle with this. The end of the Expanse, this was 2 years ago. Why the Celebrate Pyramid is missing? I don't know, maybe they ran out of budget, they might be run out of slaves to work with. Typically that happens. How Logan died? Well, he got impaled by a tree or something. Drug ruined everything. What happened to the yeah, Black Eyed Peas was a I think Black Eyed Peas was okay, maybe I'll try to I probably have to try the custom match. Yeah, we'll just hang out with this one. Oh shit, what happened? I kinda... Right, I guess I kinda pressed the wrong button, did they? Yeah, pretty much the lobby of Armored Core right now is empty. Even though technically it's not empty. It's something to do maybe on how they... what do you call this? Arrange stuff on their arena. Yeah, once you reach it B rank, the place is getting what do you call this? The place is very much dead. Comical Rising promotional. Yeah, well, this is something about Christianity. How did Virgin Mary die? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I could remember back in the old movie of you know, that was always shown on TV. That the last part of that movie, it was shown that Virgin Mary was kind of dead and she was being buried. I kind of remember that, but I did not know the circumstances of how she died. But anyway, that's religious stuff. I'm just saying this because I just kind of watched that TV show back then when I was a kid. It was always on TV every April or somewhere around Holy Week, Christian Holy Week. Okay, Raven saying dumb things. Right. When you play with Steel Haze for the first time, Armored Core 6. Not really exactly action, that's more like just drifting. Now it would be fine if you're fighting against an AI, but if it's that, if that's PvP, that's kind of lame of, laying a strategy on how to win. Okay, let's see this one. Okay, this one's doing 10 times. I'm not gonna go with that. Yeah.
Why is Kylo Ren's lightsaber super unstable? Because compared to other lightsabers that we see in Star Wars, he doesn't have a stable blade, but it's shaky and crackly as if something was broken. And something was in fact broken because the kyber crystal that Kylo used was actually cracked. This happened because when he was bleeding his crystal to make it the red color we know today, he believed and insisted that he fully embraced the dark side. But as we know, Kylo always had a small glimmer of light still inside him. Therefore, he didn't actually bleed his crystal 100%, which led to his crystal cracking. And with his crystal cracked, he designed his lightsaber hilt in the crossguard style to redirect the extra heat so that the lightsaber didn't overload and explode. Why is Kylo Ren's...
Yeah, basically he made some technical failures on his lightsaber. What Conan did to his body? Oh, okay. Let's see this one. This is from Hellboy. And we got a Nazi undead officer or something like that.
Why does Cronin need a clockwork mechanism in his chest? What can his movements tell us? What is this strange way to express emotions? What exactly has he done to his body, and why after all? I'll answer these questions about our old buddy Cronin and more in this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. Enjoy! The subject of Karl Ruprecht Cronin, a Nazi who suffers from a rare form of masochism that manifests itself as addiction to surgery. A creature who, by some monstrous will, is still kept alive. But he wasn't always like this. In the graphic novels, the source material, Cronin was a chatty scientist, a doctor with a lively mind. But he was not such an immediate physical threat as in Guillermo del Toro's screen adaptation. Del Toro once said that Cronin from the comics is the kind of guy who gets really scared if you touch his car. However, his knowledge of medicine and other sciences has helped him conduct horrifying experiments on humans. In search of immortality and to create an indestructible army, he worked on creating human-machine hybrids. Actually, this is what saved his life. He made himself a likeness of his creations after his body was mutilated during a failed experiment. Since then, he wears a gas mask to protect from the harmful effects of the environment. Comics did not give details of his newly mutilated appearance. According to one of the characters, he turned himself into a terrifying abomination. Del Toro, on the other hand, makes Cronin a dangerous killer in his screen adaptation. The main killer of the Third Reich, according to Professor Broom, and whose image, I think, many people associate with these sounds.
Right.
Except that at that time, Broom didn't fully realize that Cronin's true puppeteer was Rasputin, whom he worshipped. And all this is accompanied by a perverse symphony of masochism in the process of surgically altering his own physiology. Del Toro not only revised the incarnation of the picturesque secondary antagonist, he created a whole revised film biography that was presented in print and DVD materials which came with the film at the time. A biography that I personally find inconsistent with some of the visuals, and not only the visuals in the film itself, but first things first, Cronin was born at the end of the 19th century in Germany and toured Europe in his youth, as he was not only a blonde boy with an angel's face, but also had an angelic voice. He had been doing this until his young voice broke. Cronen's love for music is the focus of 2004 film, especially in the director's cut. But he will never give up his other hobbies, namely acts of masochism from an early age, which as he grew older developed into a progressive morphological disorder. That is, constant dissatisfaction and quote-unquote improvement of his appearance. And of course, his engineering talent. The technical equipment of Project Ragnarok, supervised by Rasputin, is a credit to Cronen. But it is not completely true that Cronen abandoned his creative realization. What is true is that he has just changed his role. The very first frames with Cronen show his narcissism and sense of superiority over others at its finest. Notice how artificial, theatrical and scenic his movements are. He gives the command to spin the mechanism of the portal catalyst in an artistic way, even when it has already been stuttered without him. Here he choreographically makes a movement with his hand that has absolutely no practical significance, and rotates absolutely static elements on Rasputin's equipment.
Right.
That's right, because there are spectators right in front of him. After this whirlwind of emotions, he descends the stairs with his head dramatically down. And the exposure and display of blades in the overall action is always the climax and the calling card of his performance. Cronen's movements are never sharp or abrupt. They will always be choreographically composed and smooth. This is the effect of stage culture of the early 20th century. As our old man Stark would say, Cronen is a prima and he needs spectators. But this is not always true, and not only self-adoration with blades proves that. Remember that scene when being in his temporary shelter, after he had heard the sounds of approaching danger, you could see surprise on his masked face. But where did it come from if all of that was part of originally prepared plan to enter into the very heart of the Bureau? So there was no surprise, and there couldn't have been. But they weren't true emotions. This was Cronen's acting in a performance.
Okay, right. What's this? Fanboy rooms. God, even the custom... Yeah, even the custom rooms are basically dead at this point. Okay. Team Lockett. Alright, let's start. After all, they needed a 6 player. Hopefully they're more welcoming. Oh shit, don't tell me that I got ah, fuck. Nah, I'm just gonna leave with this one. Nah, I'm not gonna go watch that. Okay, we'll just wait. I'll probably have to just watch with my internet here. Spider-Man stops holding back. Right. Well, I could go for single player matchups. It's been almost 30 minutes, nothing is happening. That's how bad the situation is on the AC rooms. It's just so, yeah, it's so full of shit. Yeah, let's go for arena matches. Maybe we could find a single player matchup with this. Maybe. Right. Okay, let's see on our YouTube feed. And I have no idea what does Natty mean. Maybe Naggy. Multiple kill vehicle. Why this working? How Channing cartoons can ignite a name for himself? Oh, okay, that's cute. Minerva Battlestar. Probably gonna go with this one first.
Sa Sprite Collect and Win Summer Promo. Cool ka lang and collect your limited edition cool summer collectibles. Collect ang tignatlong takip or tansan ng Coke, Sprite at Royal. Redeem collectibles sa selected 7-Eleven outlets and redemption centers nationwide. Sali na!
Try Colgate Fresh Confidence, now with 10 times longer lasting cooling.
This is hopefully the last video we're going to do on a Battlestar because I'm like 90% sure that there are no more to talk about. I thought the Valkyrie, the youngest sibling of the Gunbrick family, was the last one. But no, as is tradition, I entirely forgot about the middle child. So today, we're finally making a video to round out all the official Battlestar designs, not including like the pocket Battlestar stealth thing. Those don't count. The Minerva, a disgusting, extreme, awful design that should have never been made, and a design that entirely disrespects what it means to be a Battlestar, because it entirely abandoned half of what makes them such fun ships to nerd out over. Mainly, it's a weak POS that can't take a punch. Before we get into things, though, and I get to rant for the next 20 minutes about why I despise this thing, generic greetings and welcome to Science Insanity, the channel dedicated to bringing my absolute hatred of this abomination and everything turbo-nerdy to you. And while normally I'd introduce my co-host here, unfortunately there was some issues with scheduling and I lost the original recording that we did, so it's just me today. Oops. And while normally I'd be over the moon to talk about ships from Battlestar Galactica, this entire episode is going to be a hit piece. First, because this is a deadlock-only ship that doesn't have much extended universe lore. Second, I hate it with a passion because it is everything a proper Battlestar is not supposed to be. Guns aplenty, sure, but if you can barely make it halfway to the goal, you aren't exactly a winner, are you? The lore it does have is also just wrong. There are wonderful statements where somebody will make a claim, and when you go to fact check it, you're like, oh, this is just wrong. So we're gonna have fun with this ship. Feel free to throw any insults you want at it, by the way. I'll agree just out of pure anger and spite. But where should we start? The ship's history, its stats. Well, considering that the history is basically non-existent, we can get through it pretty quick. Let's start with that. The Minerva is one of those weapon systems that's both stuck as an in-between of old and developing doctrine, but also was built from the ground up as a fundamentally flawed concept of a weapon system. It's like a horrible cross between something like a battle cruiser and post-World War II heavy tank. To explain a bit, imagine the Minerva suffering all the problems of the Pershing tank and battle cruisers in general, okay? The Pershing was a tank with an identity crisis. It it was supposed to be a heavy, but then got downgraded to a medium as they realized that its specs and stuff just really weren't up to the class of a heavy tank at the time. It didn't fit the US doctrine either and suffered constant delays and tomfoolery to slow down its procurement process. And when it eventually did get into service, the war was already over, and in Vietnam it didn't really do much since, well, it was Vietnam. Then, the comparison to battle cruisers. The Minerva was one, and on a fundamental level, like I said, the idea of battle cruisers just doesn't really work. Speed is great and all, but even in World War II, speed wouldn't protect you, and the firepower they had often didn't make up for it, since while they could punch, they couldn't take a punch. Queen Mary, Invincible, and Hood greet you with a very warm welcome and a magazine detonation the first time they get hit. In real life, battle cruisers were supposed to be like merchant raiding / harassing forces, kind of like naval cavalry, cleaning up weaker targets, running away from stronger ones, engaging forces that were already kind of dispersed or not in proper formation, and they could really use that speed to hem targets in and their firepower to rip them apart. But in reality, they're ships with huge guns, and when you need firepower, they're pushed into mainline battle where they never were supposed to be, and then they explode. See prior list of British battle cruisers. The Minerva is it's an unholy amalgamation of design by doctrine hell and a fundamental fuck-up of what its ship type should be. I had a problem with the Valkyrie being called a Battlestar, like it's so goddamn small and piddly, but at least it had all the aspects. Like, for its size, it was really durable. For its size, it had a lot of firepower. For its size, it had a lot of support squadrons and stuff, like Vipers and Raptors for it, you know? It had all the elements of a Battlestar, but it was just way too small to be called one. But the Minerva is just as bad because, you know, the Valkyrie was a baby Battlestar. The Minerva is just missing half of what makes one. It just looks similar, so it baits everyone into thinking they're the same. Calming down a little bit before I lose my mind, the Minerva was a super late first Cylon War design. It was designed, presumably, to address several issues that the Colonials were facing. Firstly, by this point in the war, their industry was flagging, their war machine was sputtering, and...
Okay, I'm just gonna go clean up this because I got a match going up. And hopefully this is a decent one. Okay, K9A. Alright, see, so he has some missiles, some rifles, basically probably mid-range to long-range kind of guy. Hopefully this guy is not, you know, it's not a kite. Or it's not kiting. Yeah, he's basically kiting. That's what I could see from.
At 30%.
Yeah, basically a kiter, another kiter AC. God, kiters are very common on B rank. I mean, there was practically almost no one on the lower rank, but yeah, on this rank, it's very difficult now to see kiters. How come I got lost with this one? This might be some problems with my AC from the looks of it. Alright, maybe it's my SES. I'm not Yeah, I think it's on my FPS. I have a hard time locking on with this long and medium range kind of guy. So yeah. Yeah, I'll probably use this one. Yeah, I think that's the best thing that we could do right now. I'm not hitting anything on this, on that kind of wall. So let's go and have another watch along with the YouTube.
While there was plenty of fight left in them, the Cylons were wearing them down. Second, Battlestars were painfully expensive to produce and had a few weaknesses like a general lack of speed and dispersed firepower. Essentially, lots of their guns pointed in different directions, so while they could fire all of them off every direction at the same time, like a cowboy firing from the hip, they couldn't use all of them at once effectively. The Minerva was a pretty massive departure from normal designs, since while faster by far than other battleships, it was also exceedingly fragile, having about the protection of a heavy cruiser and focusing most of its main artillery directly forwards in the Alligator Head's gunnery trench. This means that it doesn't have any of those guns on the sides or bottom, so the normally extremely important holy wall of black that Battlestars rely on for defense just isn't really there. It's this pathetic tiny thing that can barely...
Okay, yeah, okay, I kind of get it. Right, I guess I'll be fighting the same opponent again. Hopefully it's not the same guy, because I have to change it again. Oh, okay, we got a short range guy with a shotgun. Okay, let's go. That's the problem with that thing. The stagger thing is we can already see it's a very long stagger point. Yeah, that was definitely gonna happen. Yeah, I probably have to save this one and then change my AC fight build here. I'll probably have to ship back to the lander. AC data. Yeah, I guess that's okay. Right, let's begin the match, and hopefully we could see who's gonna be on the match right now. In the meantime, I will just go, you know, chill out with this. Yeah.
Now that's
chill
fine.
out with this watching YouTube
something
videos.
like the Mercury is in a little bit of a similar position where its black screen isn't that impressive, but it makes up for it by just having an enormous amount of armor and a fuckload of guns. But the Minerva was designed as a glass cannon to put as much firepower forward onto a target as possible, and like real-life battle cruisers, it was meant to bully the hell out of smaller ships. The similarities to the Mercury with that huge, oversized alligator head were actually an attempt to ameliorate its survivability issues. Older battle stars like Jupiter had the head section more flush with the rest of the ship. You know, it didn't really block much, it was just part of that. It was supposed to be pointed at the enemy, it was just meant to protect like the command and control center and a bunch of the internals and stuff. It wasn't really meant to protect the rest of the ship. The whole thing was armored for protection. But the Minerva has this massively oversized head because from the front arc, it entirely blocks the main core of the ship as well as the engine block. The flight pods are also suspended with far smaller struts than we've seen before. And all of this was probably to shave as much mass as possible from the ship, going for an all-or-nothing protection scheme, while replacing that mass with more firepower. Not necessarily guns, since again, the Jupiter has more by raw number, but while the Jupiter only had 12 missile tubes, the Minerva has double that. And if people are wondering where I got the number, the Jupiter canonically has 12, and in deadlock that accounts for 1 munition slot. The Minerva has 2, so by reason it can fire double the munitions, double the launch tubes. It's not perfect, but again, the canon of Battlestar Galactica is messy, so whatever.
Okay, right. I'm just gonna go with this, and I'll yeah, let's clear up that screen because we got another fight, single player matchup with this. Yeah, I probably have to go back with the Melander old build. Probably just have to use those ACs on missions and campaigns, but it's really not suitable for you know, PvP kind of competition like this one. Alright, nice. At least we won with this one. But it's a small margin thanks to the terminal armor that I don't exactly normally use on, you know. We got the perfectly mixed, yeah, perfectly mixed fighter here.
AP at 30%.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna win with this one. Right, nice. And there we go. We kind of won with that. Nice. Yeah, Terminal Armor blends with the Melander type of game. Okay, nice, nice, nice. So I guess we could go for one more match. And hopefully we're not gonna get a rematch quite soon. Yeah, okay, so I'm just gonna go listen
I
with
have a
this.
license to make things up as I go, and it's my video, so onwards we trek. Now, the Minerva is also roughly between an Artemis and a Jupiter in size, though quite a bit taller than both. Now, the entire idea of this isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's got a ton of focus firepower, so it can effectively put more guns straight on target directly forwards. And it has a ton of missiles, so it can vomit out huge amounts of munitions and utility really, really quickly. But the problem is that we're getting dangerously close to situations like the Hood in real life, where the Minerva is more ammo racked than armor. The ship is incredibly vulnerable and relies on having other vessels take the heat for it, which is mind-numbingly silly to me. The Minerva is still most likely going to be the biggest, scariest ship in the fleet if it's with other support vessels and stuff, yet it's also one of the easiest to destroy. If you're just hammering it with guns and firepower, a Minotaur can survive longer than the Minerva can. A Jupiter will absolutely draw the attention of an entire fleet when it runs into battle, but it can take that punishment and dish out enough firepower to win while the rest of its fleet stays alive and just takes cheap kidney shots on the Cylon fleet. The Minerva, if it tried that, would just explode like the galaxy.
Okay, yeah, I know. Got another match ahead, and that was, yeah, that was quite soon. Okay, I'm just gonna go with my Melander. Melander IC. Oh shit, him again. Right. Anyway, this is my last fight for this recorded Let's Play session, so yeah. I can take pot shots with that. Shit.
AP at 50%.
Yeah, we're kind of being a wild fighting. Alright, nice, great match. Okay, let's go for a second match. Yeah, it wasn't really good with the other ICs, but this one, Melander, I kind of perfected it. Not exactly perfected it, but I'm more accustomed with this kind of IC. Oh shit, don't tell me he's having problems with the... Yeah, I guess he's kind of dropping out. Yeah. Or more like he's rage quitting from the looks of it. Yeah, he kind of rage quitted, I guess. Yeah, we'll call it a draw for now. Okay. Yeah, no change on that. Okay, so I guess that will conclude for now on our hangout session with the Armored Core 6 arena. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. Thank you. This is your this is your host. This is Operator 214 signing off for now. And before I leave the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe and click on my videos. It will really help me a lot when it comes to the YouTube algorithm. Thank you everyone, and we'll see you again on our next recorded Let's Play. Say bye bye for now. Bye bye.